So folks, you might be wondering why I'm taking time on this absolutely gorgeous Sunday to go drive out to pick up a frame. Well, the reason being is simple. It's about a 4-hour round trip by the time I'm done getting there, getting loaded up and getting back. And I just really can't afford to take that much time out of a work day. It's bad enough that I'm already dedicating or sacrificing my Sunday for shop / other time. But when I want to just make a quick getaway, get to the shop, get the truck and trailer, and just get my day started, this is what I wake up to. A nice flat tire with a big, I mean huge.
That is a huge.
This is gonna be a gigantic, like, square shank nail or some kind of spike in the tire. So, here we go. 4 hours on a Sunday spent in this awesome second-gen Dodge, getting a frame. Nothing to see here, just fueling up. So close to the perfect pump. And we are all loaded up with the new frame, new to me. A few hours of driving is definitely going to save me many hours of work because we actually have, hey, a metal frame and a leaf spring attached to it. All right, let's get this thing back to the shop.
It's a dinosaur.
You know I need to get my snack on.
In half a mile, keep left to stay on I-95 South.
So we're back home safe and sound. Just rolled it off the trailer. Still rusty gold, literally rusty gold for me, because this is so much better, so much more solid. So we're gonna drop the gas tank, strip off some of this components, electronics, and plumbing that we don't need, so that way we can sandblast this thing literally right here in the dirt. So that way I don't have a big beach in the parking lot. Get it all nice and clean, coat it, paint it, notch it. It's gonna be like brand new. I mean, that sounds pretty easy, right? Reasonable? I need to go buy some of them their dirt. I want to pay money for bags of dirt just so I can blow it back onto the dirt. So this is sounding less and less like fun even as I'm talking to myself. Let's go get some dirt. Dirt! Okay, blasting step 1, clean the frame. Getting a little rowdy. So next step now, obviously we're gonna let this dry. Let's come back tomorrow and we'll strip this thing down. Ha, we're gonna strip tomorrow.
You better get the
PG-13 people, PG-13. I don't know where your mind is. So now it's time to sandblast. It's all clean, it's dried off. I got my dirt. Let's start blasting some sand. Let's make a beach out of this thing. Remember, kids, safety. All right, in all seriousness, safety first. The silica dust and a bunch of other stuff in the sand is actually pretty bad for you. So nobody's around, it's the end of the day, just me, respirator, glasses, shield, gloves, everything I should hopefully need. Learned my lesson last time. Ear protection is a must. Not because it's loud, because nobody likes sand in their ears. Well, sand in the eye incident number 1, of many I'm sure. So, did I get it all? Well, folks, this is the finished product. Well, I use the term finished. Sandblasted, hit all the key areas, especially the ones that I'm gonna have to weld. We'll do a little walk around when I get it in the shop, but I did notice a couple of spots that were getting a little thin that I'm probably gonna reinforce. Next step now is we'll get this thing up and in the shop, and I can really assess all the spots and kind of figure out where to start from and just start doing the metal work so we can get this thing painted, sealed up, watertight, and then put a cab right back on it. That sounds easy enough, right? So, I'm over here sandblasting the last little bits, differential and leaf springs. Nothing interesting going on here. Figure nobody wants to watch sandblasting. I don't even want to do anymore, so I don't even bother setting up the camera. Nothing interesting is gonna happen. No, take a break for lunch, and I come. Well, you know I gotta eat.
You happy?
This is what I come back to. This is where the lower perch used to be for the U-bolts, and just trapped moisture. Obviously, the cover is rotted through. Something's going on here. Not really sure where, but it's tripping all down that. You got a visible hole right there. This thing's in rough shape. So now I have two choices. One, clean this all up, weld it up, just put a new diff cover on it, obviously, and then weld up the rest of the tubes. Option two, grab the other used differential that we have and sandblast that one and use that one instead. Wait, there's a problem with that. We already went ahead and welded the leaf spring to the differential. This thing just needed to be a roller because it was a junk chassis, so we figured why not? We'll just throw a nice bead of weld on there. It's not going anywhere. We don't need it again. Okay, down to one option. Repair other differential. Not by choice. So sandblasting took a lot longer than I expected. It's dark outside. It's time to go home. Well, it's inside for the night. No moisture from dew or anything like that, any kind of rain, so it should not have any kind of surface rust. I'm pretty beat from it taking extra long due to the fact that we don't have the proper equipment to do large scale sandblasting, so I'm gonna call it a night. So, good night.